In this video, we'll do a quick overview of this new feature right here that is called Optimized 3D Packing Containerization Algorithm. It's available in version 48. So it sounds pretty interesting, and I did some testing. So basically, this is not the manual containerization that you can do either inside the client or on warehousing app. It is the automatic containerization step that is part of the Wave template. First, we'll take a look at container build templates. Here is the template that I have created. It uses this group ID that basically has 3 container types: large, medium, and small boxes. And I'll show you dimensions for all of those later on. But what's important is this setting right here. We have 3 options now. We used to have only 2, the first 2 before, but now we have added this optimized 3D packing strategy. First, let's take a look at how the containers will be created using one of the older existing strategies. In this case, I'll use this pack into current container only strategy first. All right, so now how do you connect this build template with the Wave template? So we have this Wave template step code container. And now if we look at the Wave template for Warehouse 24, we see we have this containerization step 4, and it has the same container step code. All right, so we have the existing strategy. And now let's take a look at the sales order. Sales order I have here is for 90 pieces of item A0002. Now, the dimensions of this item, let's take a look under manage here. So we have the depth of 1, gross width of 3, and gross height of 3. So it's basically 3 by 3 by 1. And we have 90 pieces of those ordered. Now, I've done some testing here, so I have an existing load. Let me look at the Wave right here. Has been already released, so I'm gonna cancel the work. Refresh. Now the Wave status is created, so I'm gonna click on process. So when the Wave is processed, that is when we expect warehouse work to be generated, but also the container structure. So it's still processing. Let's give it a few more seconds. Okay, it's released now. Now let's go back to our load and let's take a look at the container structure. We see that the system has created 3 containers. In the first large box, we see 44 pieces. In the second one, we see 44 pieces. And then in the third box, we see the remaining 2. So 44 plus 2 gives us that 90 pieces that we have ordered. Now, the dimensions of the box. If we look at this container group, the box large has dimensions of 10 by 10 by 4. And our product is 3 by 3 by 1. I kind of did a visualization of it. Let's take a look right here. So if we imagine this to be our box, we see that the system said that we can put 44 pieces in it. But realistically, using this simulation right here, we see that we can only put around 42, not 44. So if we have this representing one package, we have one layer with 9 of those. We have 4 of those layers in total. So that's 9 times 4, 36. And then if you can see on the perimeter of it, I have put my box kind of on the edge, and I was able to fit 6 more boxes around the 2 edges of my 10 by 10 by 4 container. So in total, it gives me 36 plus 6, 42 pieces is what I can realistically fit in the large box. Let's come back to our scenario right here. But we see that the system thought it would be able to put 44 pieces instead. And that is because it looks at a total cube volume, and it thinks that the other 2 could have been put right here. Basically, we have 9 cubic units, and then the second one would be along this direction as well. So that's why the system calculated using the legacy code 44 pieces per box. And then it did the same thing for the second box. And then the remaining 2 went actually to the third small box. Box large, and box small are the 3 containers that the system has created using the legacy strategy. Now let's go back and let's redo our test. Same container group, but let's change our strategy to the new one that is available in version 48, Optimized 3D Packing. So I'm going to save that change. come back to my load, and what I'll need to do is kind of reset. And if I refresh, the status of the wave has changed to created. Now we would be able to reprocess. Again, the system will regenerate containers based on the new strategy that was assigned to my container build template. So let's give it a few seconds. It's released now, and let's look at the container structure now. So with that 3D optimized strategy, the system has created 10 containers. All of them are small boxes, and the small box dimensions, let's take a look. Small box dimension right here is 10 by 10 by 1. So our product is 3 by 3 by 1, so we can realistically fit 9 pieces on one layer per small box. And what we can see here, system chose to use only 9 small boxes that have 9 units each. Is it more realistic? For sure, because we don't have those unrealistic scenarios where the system is asking us to put 44 pieces in a box that can fit only 42. Why is it using the smallest possible container? That's an interesting question. I was looking for some visual representation of that packing structure, how exactly the system expects me to pack these pieces into the box that it chose, but I did not see anything that would allow me to visualize this packing. I tried to print a few reports from here. No visual representation of that 3D packing that the system has created. Well, that is all I wanted to show to you today. I hope you found this video useful. Until the next time, take care.